Back to these videos from Slice of Pie. So, of course, today we're going to talk about English test. Now, for example, on the topic today is about TOEIC test. Last time I talked about Aiken test. So watch those videos. I'll link them maybe up above about Aiken test. Watch them so that you'll understand my opinion on them. But of course, TOEIC test. So, of course, a famous test, business English. Of course, we have TOEFL for more university English. This is teaching business English. Japan is one of the lowest out of 47 countries in the world testing TOEIC. I think Japan is not the bottom, but I think it's 45 or 46 out of 47. So Japan needs some work on this. But all around the world, people take TOEIC, of course, to practice their business English, to prove how good their business English is. So, of course, this is, of course, there's two versions of TOEIC now. We have, of course, a speaking and writing test, which I'll go over in the next video. These are active skills. This is the most common one. This is, of course, instead of speaking, it's the reading and listening test. These are passive skills. So that's one of the difficulties about taking TOEIC is, of course, even you might get a good score on TOEIC, you're not necessarily a good speaker because these are passive skills. Receiving, you can read better, you can listen better, then you can do better on this test. For example, I've seen the highest I've ever seen was 950 on the TOEIC, and her English was probably, if compared to TOEIC, would probably be like 550. Her English, she was a pharmacist, so she was used to reading stuff every day, especially reading English every day. So I've seen Kyoto University people or famous universities, Ivy League in Japan, where their TOEIC is like 920, and also their speaking is probably 920. But that's unusual, yes. But so how to take the TOEIC, of course, so to give you advice in this lesson is, of course, any English school you join, of course, you can just study. If you watch the study tip I talked about, maybe I'll mention that above, about how you don't just read through the book. The SQ3R advice, of course, survey and question and read and recite and review. Those 5 tips will also help you when you study at home. Some people are self-motivated. They can study at home. If you can't study at home and you join English school, what they should do is give you a mini test. It's a test to see which areas you're weak on. So the point of that SQ3R method study tip, which I'll link above, is same as when you study for these kind of tests, these English tests, is you don't just study every single section. You study what's most difficult for you, and you spend more time on that. So if you have 42 lessons in a year, and they say, wow, your reading was really good, but your listening, not so much. Especially this part of listening was not so great. So each listening and reading, you'll have different skills. So I always give my students these skill sets, like, oh, this kind of listening you can't do. We got to spend 10 weeks on that. But this listening was easy for you, so 1 week, 2 weeks would be okay. Oh, reading, you can read this kind of stuff easy. Short reading, no problem. So we'll spend a couple weeks on that. But long reading, maybe 8 weeks we need to spend on that. So the professor or the teacher will divide up your time, which areas are weakest. That's the one ability or the one advantage of course, going to an English school like mine, where the professor can teach you, here's where you need to study, and here's what we're going to spend time on, and you get better at your weakest areas. Of course, people love to study their easiest areas because that doesn't give you stress, but the weakest areas. Now, if you're self-motivated, you might be able to do that yourself. There are some tests in the back, but these tests in the back are not designed that way to tell you exactly how to divide your time. That's kind of a skill set that I think teachers would do. So please follow these. Again, next time we will talk about TOEIC's speaking and writing, which are active skills. Speaking and writing test next time. Thanks again for coming to our Apple Pie Slice of Pie page. Of course, I'm Teacher Kent, and please subscribe and give us a like and comment below if you have any questions about TOEIC or questions about English in general. And of course, share these videos with your friends and family. And if you like these videos where I recommend something or give advice, like for example, today is Q&A day. So here's some Q&A videos here. And also, so here's some Q&A videos. Over here, we have some popular videos on our website. So please check these out. Until tomorrow, see you again. Have a good day.